Well, for this video, I decided that I would dispense with the playing of my theme intro. It may be getting a little old. If you think it should still be there, please comment. If not, well, don't say anything. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. Alright, so I'm back in here now. The grass is cut. I sang you a little song. Whether it'll ever make it to video is another question. It may just get scrapped. Anyway, this tool came with a variety of bits. And here's one that is a round gouge. I wish it was just a little bit smaller. And this is the one that I was using. It's a... got a spider on my neck. Get away from me. Anyway. It's a V-groove, and the others in their package are just flat blades, 2 straight flat blades and 1 rounded flat blade. Now, if that doesn't make any sense, I'll dig it out of there and try to show you. See, it's just flat, top and bottom, but it's rounded, and it's clearly too big. This one I suppose I could use on the straight lines and just, oh come on here, and just cut straight in from both sides. Oh, I do now, and this one is just a flat one like that one, only smaller. I don't know. It might work for small areas like here. I gouged that out with a Dremel tool with a rounded little bit on it. I'm thinking I should have used a square one. Anyway, I've only got 2 bits for it. Anyway, I'm going to give it some more try and let you see what happens. Whether I show you or not is another question. So it would appear as though that's looking kind of rough, but I think it'll be okay, except for some of these darn little, where's my finger? There it is, little gouges like that. It would appear that the little Dremel with that kind of a blade, so far at least, is the tool of choice. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to climb in my truck and I'm going to see if I can find a tool that's made like, come on, focus. There we go, now it's focused. A tool that's got grooves and teeth in it like that, but that is shaped like that, cone shaped. Whether I can find such a thing, and see, that wouldn't work because it would just burn, although I suppose a burnt look is what I'm kind of looking for. I wonder, I might just give that a quick try and see what happens. I'll get back to you on that. Nope, barely even scratches the wood. I need something with teeth. So I'm going to go see what I can find. Something, come on here, shaped like that. With teeth like that. Okay, I'll be back. So you'll be happy to know that I found the type of an engraving tool that I wanted. And I also found a die grinder. It's air powered and it works more like a pencil, much easier for my clumsy hands to hang on to, and I'm hoping I can just work it and do a much better job. So I'm going to give it a shot. I'll let you know. There we go. So as it turns out, this little tool here, I may still use it in the rows because some of these cuts here are really, really narrow, but I find it's way too slow for the lettering. So I've gone back to the square one, but I'm using it in my new die grinder, and it's much easier and much faster, much more accurate, and I'm happy with the results so far. After a fashion, you know, it's not perfect, and I'm sure it'll look better once the template comes off of it, and there's some stain in those letters, but I'm making some progress. I'm all the way up to U in wonderful, and I'm working backwards, of course, because that's the way I am. Anyway, I'll show you more. So I'm making some progress here with my carving. I don't know how easy it is to see. I guess you have to be able to see the shadows kinda to see how much I've done. I've got the B half finished and beautiful, and I got around here and here yet to do, and the rows yet to do. I'm going to try to set you up in a tripod. I don't know how I can get it to where I can actually see what you're seeing, though. Anyway, we'll try it. Because I did kind of say that I would show you the process that I'm going through here. Just get my air hoses connected here. Brand new tool's already got a leak in its little air hose. I'm not impressed with that. The tool itself I'm impressed with, except for, you know, some little weirdness, but anyway, it's over the roar of the compressor. I don't know what you can see. Anyway, that's the procedure that I'm following. Well, my friends, we've come to that point where I believe I'm going to peel off my template. And I have a feeling that I'm going to probably wind up staining the lettering, and possibly I'm thinking about putting green in the leaves and some red in the rows after I put stain on it, maybe, or maybe, yeah. I'm thinking I got to find some little paint brushes, because I want to try to control what I'm doing a little bit. Well, obviously, but anyway, I'm going to put you up here in the tripod, and see if I can show you the progress of taking this stuff off, and hopefully it comes off without too much difficulty. I can see where some of my lettering leaves something to be desired. I may have to clean some up now that I can see them a little better. The finished product, that is. Some of it is going to require some refinement, I do believe. But I'm happy with how it's coming. I'm going to clean up some of this. And deepen some of this. I'm going to really have to be careful when I stain this so that my letters stand out. Too bad it's the only, well, the W's a little bit iffy too, and the B as far as those cracks or those inclusions in my wood are concerned. But overall, since it's on a piece of ash, I am, relatively speaking, happy. I don't know if you can see that or not. I guess you can see some of it. Shows up better there than it does in real life, I think. Anyway, so I'm going to work on it a bit more, and hopefully I can be happy with it. You can kind of sort of see what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm going to give her some more work. Back at you. So I guess I should try to show you what I'm doing here. I'm just dropping a little bit of stain into each letter and around things, and I've kind of rubbed it off a little bit. You can see that it kind of bleeds out a little bit, but that's okay because a little bit of sandpaper takes it off with I use a orbital sander, and I'm just going to let it, well, I'm going to finish putting the stuff in. I've just got a really cheap little brush that I carved it, I cut into a point, and I just dip it, and I do this. Just let it fill up. Make sure I keep enough stain, and that's all it is. It's just stain, it's not paint. So it's very thin and runs in. Have to make sure you keep some on the brush. Some of my carving is better than others, but it seems to come out looking pretty good when you sand it off. I've sanded some of it off already and then redid it because I didn't get them uniformly dark. So you can see how that runs in and puddles in the little grooves and stuff from the carving. It's not easy trying to do this through a camera, but it's alright. You get the idea how it's being done here. How that runs in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep filling things up here. I guess I didn't show you, I cut it off on the bottom. I don't know, I kind of just sketched out kind of a shape. I didn't want it to look like a tombstone because it's what it kind of looked like when it was flat across the bottom. Anyway, I'm going to probably carve that a little bit too, just to try to give it some form. Anyway, that's how she's coming. I'm just kind of puddling along here. I'm kind of like molasses in January, but I am making some progress. Okay, so I'll show you more as things come along. Well, I just put another coat of finish on my plaque for my wife. I hope she likes it. I don't know. It's a little big, maybe. I'm not sure what she's going to think. Anyway, the color in the rose is actually pencil crayon, and on its leaves, the lettering, as I showed you, was done with gunmetal. No, not gunmetal. Gunstock stain, it's called, made by Minwax. And this is a satin finish varnish that I just put on here, and it will not be shiny like that when it dries, because you know, as pretty as that is, I think it gets a little tacky. I think satin is going to be nicer. It's a shame that crack, that inclusion in my wood wound up right in the B for Bev's name, but I think for the most part it's alright. I hope it is. I sure hope she likes it. Anyway, talk to you later. Been nice. See ya.